Hi everybody, I'm back. Sorry I've been away for so long. I've just been a combination of really busy and just not on a particularly conducive schedule to recording. As I've mentioned in some messages to some other folks on YouTube that I've been promising videos to, it's just an issue of being a father of 4 kids and a husband and a homeowner. Just all of those things just make it difficult to find kind of quiet time like I've managed to find right now to be able to record a video and not disrupt things, not waking kids up and dealing with the ramifications thereof. But anyway, beyond that, things have been going really well with me. I do have a whole bunch of videos that I want to record, and I'm going to try and knock as many of them out as I can within the next day or two, whenever I find the time. But just some general updates on what's been going on with me and what I'll be looking at here in the near future. One of the current groups that I'm in, we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a long time, for probably, well, I've been playing with a number of these gamers and been friends with a number of these guys for 10 years now. So we've been doing a lot of games off and on, but the most recent campaign we were in was Dungeons and Dragons, and we just kind of put that on hiatus because one of the players offered to run a Dresden Files campaign, and as most of us are pretty big Dresden heads, we jumped on it. We were all excited about that, and last session we actually had our character creation session. For those who don't know Dresden Files or the Fate system that it's built on, it's a very collaborative type of approach, in that you're not supposed to, just open the book and create a character and bring it to the session. It's intended that the very first session of the game is usually about the group coming together and throwing ideas back and forth and helping each other kind of build the characters and making them intermingle. So that's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to that, and as a consequence of which, it's forced me to try to finish up reading the massive tomes that are the Dresden Files game. And so I've gotten a good bit more insight on it. I've gotten some insight on the character creation process itself and all of that entails, all of the different aspects that go into creating a character and how they work within the game. So my Dresden Files RPG review will probably be coming up pretty shortly, because I'm now at the point where I'm prepared for it. I'm kind of hoping to wait until our actual next gaming session, which is actually scheduled for tomorrow, which would be the first session of the campaign proper. So anyway, keep your eyes open for Dresden Files review in the near future. I'm very excited about it. I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far, and the group just had a really good time building our characters. So if that's an indication of the enjoyment of the game itself, then I think we're in for something really special. Another topic that I wanted to hit was just generally the games that I'm going to be reviewing here in the next series of videos. I've promised Warhammer Fantasy, and that's going to be the next one that I tackle. I'm going to review both the Warhammer Fantasy 2nd edition core book as well as the 3rd edition core set, the core boxed set, and give you my impressions on those. And sort of, it's inevitable that there will be some comparisons made, probably saved more for the 3rd edition review, where I will tell you what I think the 3rd edition does well, and what I think ways that you might compare and contrast the value of 2nd edition versus 3rd edition, and what that might mean to you as a gamer, and what might appeal more to you. Because I think they're both the same game in the sense that they are tackling the same setting, obviously, and they both do it in pretty much the same way. There's some slight stylistic differences, but on the whole, if you like Warhammer, you could appreciate either version of the game, and it just comes down to which format of rules and which sort of player to system interaction you prefer. So because they're both mechanically, they're both pretty significantly different in a lot of ways. And then I'm going to also follow up in very short order. In fact, it may even come right before I do my Warhammer review, a follow-up on the Gentleman Gamer, Clack Click Bang, and his Bioshock RPG, and he has graciously kind of given me a lot of help in terms of the work that he'd been putting into working on a Bioshock role-playing game and getting me inspired to want to do something with it as well. And a number of the other RPG YouTubers, there had been a series of videos going back and forth of people sharing these ideas, and I just happened to stumble at just the right time into some time to develop some ideas for this. And I don't want to spoil anything. I'll wait until my video to tell you exactly, you know, to put some kind of method behind my madness. I know I'm not making much sense, but anyway, point being, I've come into something kind of exciting in terms of the ideas of a Bioshock RPG, and I just want to kind of share it with folks and get their feedback. So you'll see that. It'll probably be my next video that I'll record here in a minute. So anyway, ramblings aside, otherwise everything is going well. Some other games that I'm going to be looking at. I wanted to try to do Lacuna. I know Desartis had gone into some pretty good depths on that game, and really there's not a whole lot to it, I mean, in terms of specifics, because it's a pretty short book, as you guys saw I showcased before, but it's a really interesting game, and I think it deserves some attention. And is a great kind of springboard for some really quirky ideas. You could do extended campaigns for it, or you could do one-shots for it. It just depends on how you want to spin the game. So you can look forward to that. And what was the anyway? There's some other things on my plate too. There's some responses to other people's videos, like some of Tetsubo's videos, and some of Samwise 7 RPG, some of his videos and responses, and just, you know, too many things to record, not enough time to record them. So I'm going to stop wasting time with idle chatter, and I'll get into something real.